was born on September 8, 1964 at the Kumba District Hospital. He attended Sacred Heart School Fiango, Bishop Rogan College Small Support Boya, Cameroon College of Arts, Science and Technology, Bambile, the University of Yaoundé, and the Advanced School of Mass Communication in Yaoundé. Whilst a pupil in Sacred Heart School, he was a mass server and attended Holy Mass every blessed day before coming back home to prepare for school. But eventually, he became a timekeeper and would attend Mass and stay on for morning assembly as he had to ring the bell to give pupils wake-up calls for school. He had quite a good number of adventures, amongst them attending the Fayez-owned Fiango Cinema Hall, going to the railway station, moving up to Lake Barombe Mbo, going to the zoo at the Hermenthesis Research Center near the hospital, and of course, he attended the famous Ringo Bar with Bishop Rogan schoolmate Charles Osong, Jean-Louis Tabert. On Sundays, when they went to Ringo Bar, it was the first time he got to such an environment and the first time he tasted Malta Heineken. During his days as a mess server, under the leadership of Mr. Tayo and Mr. Simon Juti, a catechist at the Fiango Catholic Church, now the Cathedral, Fon attended afternoon sessions regularly, and it later became routine. So, when he was at college, he would call the parish priest, Monsignor Lucas Atang, and negotiate a place to be a mass server whenever he came back on holidays. And of course, holidays had become part of his dream when he came back on holidays. So staying out of Kumba during holidays was like a taboo for him, especially when news came while they were in school about goalkeeper Manga Alabinda thrilling fans with his reflexes, as well as the latest Shaolin Kung Fu films screened at the Fiango Cinema. Yes, this always made them look forward to going to Kumba for holidays. He would itch to go back and queue up as Mrs. Ngasa and Isaac supervised entry tickets into the cinema hall. His membership in the Fiango Young Christian Workers Group, where Mr. Martin Mekuru was in charge, lubricated his attachment to the town so much. Talking about the sustenance of his interest, when he finally enrolled in the School of Journalism, he went back home no longer to attend movies or visit the lake, but rather to report on teams, players, and officials from Kumba. Fon remembers his first report on internship about a K-Town denizen, which was the portrait of a referee, Emmanuel Ngiri. He also remembers how he reported on the Ashuntong brilliance during the 1987 Interpols and the card-like saves by goalkeeper Charles Ajebe during the same tournament. In fact, as early as those university days, he used his easy access to Cameroon Tribune to highlight sportsmen and women as well as teams from Kumba. He also kept close ties with friends from Nigeria. When we had in primary school days, he would remember Martin Amechina, Augustine Obidigbo, as well as his neighborhood pals Peter and Paul Gadje, Nerius Mbomki, Emmanuel Suri, John Mwacha, and Fiango Bay's Kadia twin, Peter Atemken, Dorothy Fosak, Quinta Bella, Cornelia Ellard, Agatha and Philomena Chibil, and others. The family home of Fon Echekiye he remembers very much. on the Hausa quarters extension of the Boya Road Veterinary Street named Cameroon Street. Talking about how he has impacted the lives of Kumba people and also touched on development in Kumba, Fon says, I have given helping hands to some whom he has met on the social media, as well as he does bow in appreciation to what we are doing on Keep Kumba Alive. He has been very interested about Lake Barombe being transformed into a touristic center, and Fon says he has talked with the city mayor elaborately on what could be done to transform the Lake Barombe into a touristic center. He remembers what Kumba has done to him, especially the way he was molded through primary school by some of his teachers at Sacred Heart Fiango from Infants 1 to Class 7. Mr. Prosper Kamaha, he remembers very well. Teacher Ta, Pa Foto, Mrs. Wantim, Augustine Chama, Paulus Jume, and Charles Asogani. We do admit very sincerely that Fon Echekiye has been very productive for Kumba. On his numerous television shows, on his numerous write-ups, in his books that he has published, Kumba has always been at the center stage. No doubt, his impact as a journalist on Kumba denizens, in Kumba and beyond, has been very appreciable.